Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in, and right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi. All right, hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Look, she said you tired of them portion ain't gon' flash. And she know I be with bitches when I say it with the gas. You always trying to fight when I'm just trying to catch a bat. You always think I'm cheating and got something on the side. But I'm out here trying to grind, trying to make sure I provide. Cause I'm out here trying to get it like my life up on the line. You wanna get into it and I ain't on that type of time. You play certain music so I can hit what's on your mind. That shit crazy. I'm so focused, I try not to let shit fade. I'm just giving you the real. And it's a box. You always say you hate me. I never make you shake it. I know you salty, but you can't shake. You got them real. You real. You gave me back.
I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes. 2 seconds to get yourself together.
I'm out here living life. She want me down with me. She got a mind.
Have to go downstairs.
She don't like you.
Now she done with your excuses. I've been there before, Taco.
It's been about 3 years. You want the same shit. Phone buzz at 3 a.m.
So look, in case y'all didn't know, okay, my special guest tonight, he is behind in our virtual stage, okay, and I'm about to bring him out. But welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live, y'all. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Happy Thursday. It's almost Christmas, okay, and baby, look. I was out last week and we have a lot to catch up on tonight, okay? If you are wondering what was on my playlist tonight, that is my featured guest for tonight. That's Taco. That's with excuses, okay? Now, I know somebody was listening to that like, girl, I'm tired of the excuses too. Me too, okay? So y'all need to make sure that y'all get that on your playlist, okay? You can literally stream it everywhere. Taco is everywhere for real, y'all, okay? We have a national artist in the building, okay, tonight in our virtual building. So y'all better make sure y'all get in tune, okay? Shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston that are listening in on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? You all know that I stream here, but my show is also, it's literally available anywhere. So if you miss a couple minutes, that's okay. Go ahead and catch the replay, okay? You can catch it there or anywhere you listen to your favorite shows. Now, you all know I love to promote my small businesses, artists, and just anybody that's making a positive impact. So if you all are interested in advertising with me, make sure that you reach out to me, okay? All you got to do, visit the website, thebpmediaco.com, and I have you covered, okay? And of course, last but not least, shout out to my amazing sponsors for the Blueprint Live. Got to shout out Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? After tonight's show, if you're tuning in with us on our Facebook and YouTube live feed, everyone that I speak about tonight is going to be tagged. So I want you all to go and follow my special guest tonight, Taco. Make sure you go and subscribe to his YouTube. Go and visit his website. And y'all better get tickets to his New Year's Eve bash. I'm going to be bringing him on shortly so we can talk about it, okay? So don't get it twisted. And tonight's topic, this is the last show that I'm doing for the year. A lot of my friends have been asking me, they're like, girl, are you going live next week? I'm like, baby, is it almost January? No, we're taking a break. You all know I usually take the last couple weeks off. So, what I want to talk about tonight is what lessons did you learn in 2023? Because we could talk about resolutions and do all of that. I don't even do that anymore. Okay. It's all about the execution, but I really want to talk about 2023 was a challenging year for a lot of people. So I want to know what lessons did you pull out of that? Okay. That's all I got to know. Hey, be your own kind. Okay, shout out to our partners that are tuning in. Okay, be your own kind. We have Z with the T, the marketing mogul, everybody. So baby, we about to have a good time tonight. Okay, but last but not least, I have to bring in my special guest at this point because let me tell you all before I bring Taco on. I want to let y'all know that it's been a long time coming. First off, this man, he's here, there, and everywhere. Okay. But he has been an artist that personally I've been following since I started everything as far as in my media career. And I want to, take a moment to shout out, of course, one of my other friends. Shout out to Felice, Determined Radio, everyone over in that camp, because she truly has introduced me to some artists that I probably would not have met had it not been for that particular connection. But if you all remember this is when I was in my old studio. And I think Easy Loving, his song, and y'all know that was a bop. Y'all love that all the time. Y'all would be like, replay that shit, girl. I'm like, okay, I got you. But I had been a fan since then. And the crazy part about it is I just face to face met Taco probably like maybe a year or so ago. And we didn't really have a chance to talk, but I always knew that I wanted him to come on the show so that you all could meet the artist that was behind one of our bops that we used to jam to during COVID, baby, all of that. And I need y'all to understand this man has still been on the move. He was doing concerts when everybody was in the house with a mask on, honey. So without further ado, I want to bring on someone that, he's definitely been a friend in the industry, and he is an artist that if he's not on your playlist, baby, after tonight's interview, you better get him on there, okay? So Taco, you ready to go? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, I think he's ready to go. Let me go ahead and bring him on.
Yo.
Hey. What's going on?
How you doing?
Sir, I'm good. Look, how are you? I feel like we like 3 years overdue.
Man, we definitely overdue.
It's I was just telling them, first off, I've been a fan, but we definitely have some of my listeners that tuned in. They have been in love with the music, and I'm feeling a new single.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you getting my music out to your fans as well, man. That's a blessing. I appreciate that for real.
Absolutely. And look, this is the thing. I really like to get in depth as far as when I have people come on the show. So I want to know about early Taco. Tell me about what kind of started your journey within music. Kind of walk me through that.
Well, I used to everybody know me for playing basketball. So I feel like artists had like a easier route than I had because I was this basketball star that everybody knew, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like me transitioning from playing ball to music was like way tougher than the average person just going into music. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
because people didn't respect me as a artist, they only respected me as a basketball player. And so I feel like
Really?
my journey was a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? I started like at the age of like 14.
Okay.
I was doing like I was sneaking into open mics. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even supposed to be there. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? It was
Look,
I
not,
think it
not,
was like
not
a
you couldn't
21
even
and
get
older
in.
open mic I snuck into, and I killed it. Like they let me go. They was like, man, kid, like, how old are you? You like you ain't even old enough to be in here.
Okay.
But they ended up letting me go. You know what I'm saying? I killed it, and I got like a standing ovation. So I'm just like, man, maybe this is something I could do. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
that was the moment for you.
yeah, that was my I feel like this is something I could do, you know what I'm saying, type of moment. And but I still ended up going to school with my basketball scholarship, still end up playing ball in college and whatever. And I ended up graduating ultimately, but everybody else wanted me to like go to the league or go overseas, and what I really wanted to do was make music, you know what I'm saying? And so I ended up throwing my first show. I only had 4 people show up. So just imagine being this basketball star where you
Right.
where you just played a game with over 20,000 people in the stadium, and then you
Yeah.
go and then you go have a music show and only 4 people show up. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like
That would
nobody
have hurt my
respected
feelings,
me.
Taco.
Yeah, so like exactly. So nobody respected me music wise, and so I was kind of hurt behind that. I'm like, man, like you know what I'm saying? How y'all come to my basketball games, but y'all don't want to come support my music career.
Right,
You
right.
know, so it was tougher for me, but I ended up just I kept going, I kept at it. You know what I'm saying? And people started listening to my music, like, wait, this kind of good. You're like, you probably can
Yeah.
do this. And so I just got more people to listen to my music, and once they heard me, I felt like I always feel like if I get your eyes or your ears, I got you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
that's just what it was. I ended up showing my music and showing my music videos to people, and they was like, man, we gonna come to the show, and so it built from 4 people to 8 to you know what I'm saying? It just kept going up and up, and here
Yeah.
we are now. Every show I do is sold out in Chicago now.
I was definitely about to say that. I'm like, to go from your first show only having a few attendees to now,
Yeah.
it's like they are
I was
beating
I
down
was
the
I was
door.
almost in tears. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I was about to cry. I was hurt because I'm like, man, I just left a basketball game when I had all these fans come to my basketball game.
Right. Like, why y'all ain't rocking with me over here?
Right, that's crazy. So I was hurt, but I use that as motivation, you know what I'm saying, and fuel to keep going, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying, and here we are now today. Like I said, every show I do now is a sold out show, you know what I mean? So
I really, I want them to learn a little bit more, but I kind of want to speak on that because you know how sometimes people will try to box you in, and it sounds
yeah,
like that was the experience that you had. What were some of the things that you would, that kind of encouraged you to, to go ahead and just continue music, even though it felt like that they were trying to keep you in a cage almost to just
well,
do sports?
I've always been a person to try to like prove people wrong, so I feel like I use that as like motivation. Like when somebody doubt me in something, I even got an
Mhm.
EP. It's called Never Doubt Me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's how much that I was into um showing people that I could do whatever they say I can't do. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it was just that mindset I always had. Even when I was playing basketball, people was like, you can't score this much, you can't score this many points, and
You
I
like,
ended up
watch
doing
me.
it. Exactly, I ended up giving them 30. You know, when y'all said I couldn't get 20, just I use that as motivation and fuel. You know what I'm saying, to be the best I could be. You know what I mean? So that's just what it was. It was just motivation, honestly. So I
Absolutely.
wasn't discouraged or nothing like that. I was more so hurt because I'm like, man, like I just left a stadium. You know what I'm saying, playing in front of all these people, and only four people came out. So
Right.
it just
Right.
hurt. You know?
No,
Yeah.
that's real. And you know what? And I appreciate you sharing that because a lot of the times, I mean, Taco, certainly when I've met, I guess when we kind of came into contact, things were like blowing up. I mean, you were probably one of the artists that I know that still had motion, even at a
Yeah.
time where the world stopped, right? And
Yeah.
like I said, even just with your shows, like if you all have not followed him yet, make sure that you do. It's a whole party up in there.
You
For
hear me?
real.
Yeah, definitely. My shows be incredible, man. I spend over $3,000 on production alone. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I got all type of production equipment that I use. You know what I'm saying? Just to make the show a show, and not just a showcase that you just come into. It's like a concert. You know, so when you come to one of my shows. And so that's the energy I want to bring. You know, so I got the smoke machines that shoot in the air. I got the fire
You had
machine.
a whole band, a
I got
band.
the you feel I got the mascot. I got the confetti machines. I got all type of crazy stuff for the stage, just to set the stage. You know what I'm saying, to make it different than the next artist. You know what I mean? So I just always
Absolutely.
wanted to be different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just put my all into my performance. You know?
Absolutely. And I want to get into this comment. Shout out to Be Your Own Kind. She said it's always good to do with the passion over paying attention to the number of people. So
Definitely,
we glad you kept going. And hey, Whitney, thank
definitely.
you for tuning in.
Yeah, I
uh,
always say if you gonna do something, give it your all. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in half cock. You feel me? You gotta go in all the way. You feel me? So I don't care if it's
exactly.
2 people there. I'm gonna perform like it's a stadium full. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you remember we're not gonna call them out, but do you remember the showcase where it was like that? It was only a few people.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I
I was
remember.
I was just like this. I was like, you know what? I'm like, they are not respecting the fact that I'm like, he done brought in all of this production.
Right.
Y'all was supposed to get more people out. And Taco, I wanted to ask you because I've noticed, and I'm sure that other people have too. your marketing and the way that you like attack stuff as far as getting the word out about everything that you have going on is impeccable. Okay. Like,
yeah.
would that happen to have been your background when
Yeah,
you
I
were
actually got a
school?
degree in marketing.
Okay. Okay. I was like, I knew it was something because when I tell you, I mean, you really need to teach a class, Taco.
You say what?
You know, you need to teach a class.
Oh yeah. I'm actually trying to put together like a master class that I could you know what I'm saying, I could kind of tell my story and tell everything, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
from where I started to where where I'm at now, you know what I'm saying, how I got there, what was the process. I'm gonna put together a whole master class. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
Okay.
nuts.
I think the artists need your help, Taco. They need you.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially on the marketing. I felt like I had a head start because I was already into marketing, so I knew that marketing was one of the most important things. So if you're an artist on here and you looking at this interview, definitely take that note down that marketing is one of the most important of it all. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your product, you got to get the ears, you got to get the eyes, and it's only one way to do that, and that's through marketing. You know what I'm saying? And so
Absolutely.
definitely, I feel like
Now,
it's the number one thing in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, you know what? I know sometimes people probably get tired. They see my face or whatever the case is. I'm like, look, I'm going to market everything that I do. Because it really is important. You have to have that piece together in order to really excel. And I think people forget that. They're just like, I got dope music or I have a dope product. And I'm like, well, baby, if
Yeah.
you haven't told anybody about it, how are we supposed to know?
Exactly, and that's what people get hung up at. They get hung up thinking, okay, well, I got this much talent, or my song is so good that everybody should be able to, you know what I'm saying, attach themselves to it, and that's just not how it goes. You know, you got a million artists out here that's not even just artists, but a million people that got product that's worth something, but you know what I'm saying, the masses that didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you got to get the masses to see it. You know?
absolutely, absolutely. Now, you just wrapped up a tour.
Huh?
You just wrapped up a tour.
Oh yeah, I had the Bright
Yeah.
Lights tour.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like I honestly, I really, I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was because it was kind of like a, let me get this thing done before the year ends type of thing. And so
Okay. Okay.
I put it together like so quick. But I had been working on it the entire year. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to get the promoters in place and get the artists in those different cities and states in place, and to be able to sell out those venues. So the only thing I had to do was show up, you know, and I showed up every night to a sold out crowd. And so it was impeccable. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't think that it was gonna be like that. It was crazy. Like every night
I
was sold
know.
out. I was able to build my fan base in those different cities and states. It was crazy. It was an experience for sure.
Look, when the flyer dropped, I'm like, he's going. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
This is
definitely.
a multi-city tour. Like, I'm like, baby, we are
Yeah.
outside of the Chicagoland area. It's giving nationwide. Okay.
Yeah, and the crazy part about I ended it in Chicago, and that show was amazing at Reggie's. It was like, so it was literally every show we did was sold out, and I was just so happy because I'm like, man, I've been working on this the whole year, and to make it happen right before the year ended was crazy. Like it was nuts.
Yeah. No. So I mean, so look, you got another one coming. What's going on? Because I mean, you got an
Yeah, well,
album coming
I
out.
guess I could give you the exclusive since I'm on your show. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
exclusive.
Well, I'm working on a tour right now with Redman, Method Man, KRS-One, and JID from Dreamsville.
Okay.
So it's gonna be all of us, and it's gonna, of course, it's gonna be me attached to the tour. We're gonna be doing 10 to 15,000 capacity venues.
Oh,
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
wait
be.
a minute. Hold on. We got to stop and take a little sip for that. Like, I mean, what?
We gotta sip the tea a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we put it
Okay.
together for next year. We put it together for next year. I'm looking at like June, July maybe. But yeah, it's definitely in the works right now. We're working on it right now. So
I'm
again,
so
Met the Man, Red Man, JID, and KRS-One. All dope performers, dope musicians. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. Then I got my live band. You know, I got my live band. I take my live band everywhere I go. So.
They're amazing too. I mean, like I'm talking about, like it's flawless. The performances. I've seen you perform a few times, and it's actually, I mean, it's entertaining. I'm like, look, I'm like, get everybody else off the stage, baby, please get them off the stage. So I really, before we hop into the party, because you have a New Year's Eve party coming up, and we need the people to get tickets, and it's an
Yeah.
album release. Um, I something that I thought that was interesting that it never has come up in our conversation is that
Okay.
you do sports betting too.
Yeah, I got a sports betting business.
What?
I mean, I'll tell you how it all came about.
Okay,
We got time today, so
let's do it.
about like 3.5 years ago, I had signed a deal with Sony, and I had got a decent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I took a little portion of that money down with me to Vegas to kind of bet. I had took $25,000 down to Vegas to try to make
Okay,
more money off of. You know what I'm saying? I just went down there like, let me take a little bit of this money and then try to make some more money off of it. And so I ended
I'm
up
not mad at
finding
that.
myself in a casino, losing badly. I was losing damn near 20,000 of the 25,000 that I took down there.
Yikes.
But I was losing it playing baccarat. It's just like this game at the casino. It's like a card game at the casino. And
Okay.
so this guy that was sitting next to me, he had chips like $5,000 chips each, like stacked to the ceiling. So I'm like, man, what he do for a living? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he was sitting right next to me, watching me lose, and he just tapped me on my shoulder. He said, "Man, stop, bro. Like you need to stop." And I'm like, he was like, "No, I'm sitting here watching you lose everything. You need to stop." Like.
Right.
And so he was like, he was like, come outside in the front with me. Let me talk to you for a second. And so I
Okay.
ended up going outside with him, and he was just telling me like he's a what he do for a living. He's a professional sports bettor. And at the time, I didn't know what that meant. You know, I didn't know what that meant at the time. And so I'm like, what is that? And he just pretty much showed me how to use the money I have and use it to sports bet. It's much easier. It's much safer than betting at the casino. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up trusting him. I don't know why. Probably because I was down 20,000. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But he stopped you. He was your little casino
Yeah, I said
guardian
I need to get
angel.
that back. And so I ended up meeting him the next day, and he showed me like what sports to bet on. I ended up betting like $4,000, and I won like $48,000. You know,
You
the
can't
the,
you
the
can't
very
you can't
next day.
beat that.
And so I was blown away. I'm like, wait, I get this money right now? He was like, yeah, you get it right now. Go to the counter and get it. And I'm like, wow. I was like blown away. I never knew you could make that much money in that little time. I was just like
Right.
48,000 in like 4 hours. Like that was
Child, that's
crazy to me.
somebody's salary. Do you hear me?
Right. That was crazy to me. I was blown away. I'm like, and he was just like, he was about to leave. He was like, I just wanted to bless you, bro. That's all I wanted to do. I got to get going. I'll see you another time. I'm like, wait, no. I need to know how to
Right.
do
Like I
this
need
from
your
now
card
on.
or something.
Right. And so he ended up telling me like, man, if you give me this amount of money, I can give you access to these bets every day. And I'm like, what? So I ended up giving him like $15,000 right then and there. And he didn't even ask me for it. I just gave it to him like, bro, I wanna be able to do this when I go back home. And so what I did was I came home, I saw it was working like every day, and I'm like, oh my God. I ended up LLCing it, and so now I sell the picks to people now.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you saying you gonna do a consultation for okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can talk about
cool.
this off the air. I got you.
No,
So
I love that. I thought that was so interesting. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, oh, what look, they in the comments, Whitney said, teach me the game goes.
I got you. Yeah, it was definitely life changing money. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, I'm like, man. And when I got home, I was just making so much. I was posting all my wins, and everybody was like, bro, I need to get on. And so I got a lot of clients just based on posting my winnings every day. You know, and so
And you could start with like any amount,
you
Taco,
can
or
start with
is it?
any amount. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Okay,
the other
yeah.
day, we just won. Just the other day, we just won. If you would have bet 500, you would have won 15,000. We just won 15,000 the other day. Me and my clients. I got over 300. I got over 300 clients too. Crazy.
Sir, look,
We'll talk
we're,
about it. We'll talk about
we gonna be in touch. We're gonna be in touch, okay?
it.
When I
We'll
tell
talk
you
about
like
it for
this,
sure.
I'll be like, so I would like to like this is the real turn to $5 to 500. Okay, this is
Yeah.
not a game.
Yeah.
So, Taco,
Definitely.
you've had a super exciting
Huh?
year, and of course, you're about to close it out real good. I wanted to know, like, what's like an experience or a memory that really sticks out to you as far as for what's been going on this year.
You said what sticks out as far as what?
As far as like a good memory for you for like the music or just like a win that you had this year. What is that?
Um, I would say the House of Blues. I sold out the House of Blues. Yeah, and that 1,300 in attendance. It was my dream venue at the time as well. I literally had just went to a Lupe Fiasco concert there, and he sold it out. I'm like, God, I have to do this. Like, it was crazy. It was the atmosphere, just seeing that many people like screaming for him. The atmosphere was crazy. So I'm like, look, I have to perform here, and I have to sell this joint out. And they ended up booking me like 2 weeks later, and I'm just like, wow. Like, they ended up reaching out to me, and they were saying, like, man, how they saw my little segment in Chicago sometimes, and they saw that I was selling out shows back to back to back. They're like, man, who is this kid? Like, we want to book you. And so they ended up booking me at the House of Blues, and I ended up selling it out. Like, it was crazy. 1,300 in attendance, people just chanting my name, Taco, Taco, Taco. I was just like, oh my God. I was on stage there and crying. I'm like, oh my God. It was crazy.
That's okay. Look, them happy tears. Okay. I love that. I love that. Well, look, okay. We know that your party is coming up for New Year's Eve, and it's your album release. So I just want to know if you can give us a little bit of a preview in terms of what we have to look forward to with your new project and the party.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. This part, because it's gonna be New Year, so I'm not gonna make it as like a show. We're gonna have the exotic dancers. We're gonna have the strippers, the exotic dancers. We got the party bus. That's gonna take you to the show and from the show. We got hookah. We got comedy. We got live performances. We got live band. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay,
definitely a good way
you
to
have
bring
to
in the
end
New
it
Year.
with a bang.
Yeah, we definitely ending it with a bang for sure.
So it's now as far as with the album, okay? Was there like, I mean, because you already have a feature from Twister, which
you said what
I'm
happened?
proud of you. Your song that you have with Twister.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So are there any more like collaborations or things that we can look forward to for the new project?
Well, me and WizKid? Wait, what? I didn't hear you say what collaboration with
No,
who?
I said, are there some more collaborations that we have to look forward to with the album?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got I don't know if I should tell you all that, because okay, I guess I can. I can tell you one. I can tell you one feature. I got King Los on my project.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, King Los is on the project. And yeah. He's super dope. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but if you don't, go look him up. King Los.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dope.
Okay. Yeah, y'all better go and type it in. Get in tune.
Yeah.
Get in tune.
They gotta get in tune with my I got WizKid on my last project, on my underrated project. I got WizKid. Like he over the you know what I'm saying, overseas celebrity, overseas sensation. You know what I'm saying? So we got a joint called Liquor. It's crazy. It's a dope vibe for sure.
So I mean, you have the album, you have the upcoming tour and everything. What else is going on that how can we support you for the upcoming year?
You can stay in touch with me by going on my website. You can follow me on all my social sites on my website. You could, if you're looking for any merch, any new music, any old music, anything regarding me, you go to my website, which is tacomusicofficial.com, and you'll find everything there. My upcoming tour dates, my upcoming show dates, anything regarding me, you'll find it there for sure.
Well, look, I'm excited, and thank you. Look, I know it's been a long time coming to have you on here, but thank you so much for coming on. And I just want to know before you leave, since you let them know where they can follow you. Tonight's topic, we're talking about lessons that were learned this year. Can you share one of yours?
The lessons that I learned?
Yeah, or just one.
Even if, I learned always to have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Don't go into nothing without having a plan. You know what I mean? I feel like if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have a plan. Like for this year, this upcoming year, I got a whole plan drawn out on how I want to do things throughout the entire year. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to plan for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely a lesson I learned.
Okay, look, you have dropped so many gems tonight. I need you to know. But, I just, again, thank you so much for coming on, and you just know that you have all of our support over here at the Blueprint Live.
Oh, thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. We supposed to have made this happen, but we on God's time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was able to come and make it happen for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, I will talk to you soon, and just again, I don't know, I'm elated for all of the things that you have going on.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so
I'm
excited
gonna have
for
to
you.
come back for sure. We're gonna have to do a part two to this for sure.
We are, and I'm gonna have you involved in some other stuff too. I'll be in touch.
All right, cool. Let's do
All
it.
right, see you
All right,
later.
much love.
Thank you, much love.
All right.
All right, y'all. Okay, look, when I tell you this interview has been we have been trying to get together, but again, he is so busy. You all make sure that you go to tacomusicofficial.com. Okay, go get tickets for the New Year's Eve show, especially if you like the dancers, honey. If you like the dancers, make sure that you go and check him out. This is the album release party. I mean, he had me when he said a little bit of the hookah and the drinks. Okay, and we everyone is actively looking for something to do for New Year's anyway. So go and have you a good time. I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, I have tonight's Hate It and Love It. And boy, do we have some things to talk about. I'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it is time to get into tonight's Hate It and Love It, okay? It's the holiday season, so let me go ahead. I'm going to kick it off with a hated it, but I know somebody that's listening in tonight is going to be able to feel me. My first hated it is the fact that I have not done any Christmas shopping for anyone but me. Let me go ahead and say, I'm going to say it for you one more time, baby. My hated it is that I literally have not done any Christmas shopping. Baby, I have not shopped for a soul. Well, not 100%. I have not been shopping. It's a problem. It's a problem that every time that I have sought out to get online and purchase gifts for my loved ones, that somehow I end up getting a special delivery for myself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Shout out to Determined Radio for tuning in. Shout out to Felice, Stacy, the whole camp. Okay, Felice, you missed it earlier in my interview with Taco. I definitely shouted you out, like, Felice, that's really the plug, y'all. Period. That's a love it. Be your own kind. She said, I have not purchased nothing, maybe one gift. LOL. Yeah, it's like, I mean, outside of Anthony, I'm like, you gonna get a gift card or Zelle, and my family, we're all a little bit older. The only babies is my two nephews, so I think that they would be okay with cash or whatever the case is. It's giving that this year. It's giving that. Or y'all want some gummies? Like, what do y'all want? Mr. Tracy, we know what you want, girl. She said, me either. So we got to get out in these streets this weekend and potentially fight the people. Let's do it. Whitney said, I only got Liam stuff. Yeah, I mean, I usually have a head start. Like, I'm usually the one that by December 15th, I have all of my gifts and everything in place. I have stuff wrapped up under the tree. Baby, the tree is giving scarcity downstairs. Nothing is under it but a hope and a dream, a prayer. So that's the hate of it. Now, and let me just go ahead and say that my love it for this week. Now, I know I was complaining the last time that I was on air about the fact of, I'm like, it's so many different holiday parties and I'm partied out. Baby, I have been having the time of my life. Do you understand? I feel like since December started, let me go ahead and take it back. Let's rotate it back. Since October, when I took them first 2 weeks off in October, baby, I've been having the time of my life. Okay. Let me be clear. This year, when I literally tell people all the time, they like, how's your year going? How are you? I'm like, this has been the best, worst year ever, because it's been a really, really good year. And of course, we all have our bumps, our bruises, our obstacles that get in the way. But overall, it's been fun. And then when we get to the holiday season, I'm just like this. I love the holidays. This is everything. Yes, Whitney, gummies. I'm going to be getting them gummies. I'm going to be stopping by somebody's dispensary and getting them some stuff. I'll be placing my order soon. Okay. Yes. Shout out to my nephews, Kylan and Khalil, honey, my babies. I love them. She said, putting you on blast. I didn't say what it was that you wanted, Auntie Tracy. Hey, Lynn. Shout out to my cousin checking in. She said, not scarcity. But the tree downstairs, it's a mess. Kim, I rebuke that particular comment. My best friend Kim said, you've been on tour. I will let you have that one, because low-key, this life is to be lived. Okay. And if I need y'all to know, for somebody that may not know my story or whatever the case is, oh, baby. You know how you would joke about, the broke I broke and all that other stuff. Like, I've been there. I have. Baby, I wore the synthetics. I could only go to Pepe's and go out for margaritas on Tuesdays and Thursdays because it was half off. Yes. I've seen some things. There was times where I had to sit down for long periods of time for years. And, as we get ready to close out the end of the year, I find myself in an extreme place of gratitude for a lot of the different things that have taken place in the developments in my life and what God has been able to do as far as just helping me to get through some of those times. And I told myself, especially after going through everything earlier this year and having surgery, and you all know my story, we don't have to delve that deep, but I told myself that I wanted to really live. And I told myself that I'm like, Lord, I'm going to give you these burdens that I feel on my heart. And you know what? I want to speak to somebody that say that they're going to get their burdens to God and then still be trying to hold on to it a little bit. Baby, let me tell you, it was about June or July. And I said, Lord, I'm letting go of the other side. And I want you. You take the wheel. I can't do it by myself. And when I did that, I said I was going to live. So yes, Kim, to an extent, I have definitely been on tour. And it has been the time of my life. I will be honest with you. 2023, while it has been challenging, baby, I'm going to go ahead and say it's a love it. Because we had a time. We've been having a time. Okay, Auntie Tracy said, amen. Y'all better not be laughing at me. And Kim, where's the lie, sis? I mean, whatever. Auntie Tracy said, yes, it's nothing is promised. Be your own kind at a tree given scarcity. It is. It's giving let me tell you, y'all know I had a dog and my dog passed. So Missy. And we try to keep Missy's memory alive in our house because that was me and Anthony's she was our family dog, but when she moved with Anthony and I, she became like that was our little child. So Missy, she had her own area. Missy had her own room at one point. Okay. Yes, I'm that type of dog owner. Okay. I'm that type of dog owner. And so we had her little like toys. She had stuffed animals and all types of other stuff because I just believe that she deserved the finer things in life. I'm like, I have the finer things in life. Why wouldn't my dog? So what we did to kind of commemorate her memory was Missy has a beautiful ornament along with, our other like family members that have gone on to glory. But her little toys, we were just like, I was like, Anthony, I was like, I'm going to sit them under the tree. And, because I was like, baby, it ain't going to be no gifts up under there. No way. No time soon. So we're going to sit her little toys under there. So that's all that I have under my tree. So it's full of love, but it is lacking gifts. And that's that on that. Liz said gratitude and joy for me. Absolutely. Kim said we've been in these streets, honey. We have. But we have. Lord Jesus. We have. Auntie Tracy said Missy. Yes, shout out to my Missy Pooh. And Jones Latifah, that came right on time. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Yes, live. I want y'all to live your best life. Okay. Now, let me tell you this. My love is this week. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to condense these because it's a few of them. I love a good happy hour. Y'all, I went somewhere yesterday. They had $1 oyster, $2 wings, and $6 sangrias. I got my entire life last night. I came home and had some of the best sleep that I had in probably since surgery. Okay. I love it. I love it. And I want everyone to go. And I'm very thankful in this season for being around a lot of people who are cultured and they try different things because they always tell me different places to go. And when I go, I'm just like this, oh boy, we're going to have a time. So yes, honey. Whitney said, what sis, where was that at? I'll take you. You can come with me. Because let me tell y'all what we not doing in 2024. Y'all not going to keep on leaving the plug out. And I'm just joking. Whitney, don't do that. Whitney, but come and slide on me downtown. We going to go though. But the place was called Truly. The place is called Truly. It was in the downtown Chicagoland area. $1 oysters. Baby. And oysters, for those that don't know, y'all know it's an aphrodisiac. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. It's an aphrodisiac. But I just want to share that with you guys. So yeah, we have to go. Whitney said, oh, we definitely need to ride. Baby, we ride at dawn. Let's go. Okay. But let me tell you something. We could slide tomorrow. Kim, we are already going. Me and you are just waiting to set up our next day. Kim's talking about, I want to go. Girl, I told you about it first. Baby, we going. We going. I just knew you couldn't get downtown. You feel me? Now, let me hop into this hated it because I got something to say. I got something to say. Hold on, Whitney. I want to get into her comment. She said, I love some oysters. Nah, me too. But $1 will have me side eyeing. Willing to risk it all though. Baby, I'm gonna send you the video from yesterday. When I tell you they came out on, baby, a bed of ice. A bed of ice. The lemon, the Tabasco sauce, the raw oysters. Now, yes, and I do eat them. I don't care. I eat sushi too, baby. We outside. Get cultured. Okay, if you still going and ordering chicken tenders when you go out or whatever the case is, y'all can't come sit with us respectfully. Y'all need you to expand your palate. Okay. Then I'm gonna leave that at that. She said, girl, she's trying to keep the good stuff to herself. No, I would never. But let's get into this hated it. So, of course, I'm scrolling the timeline. I'm scrolling. And I come up on a video where this young lady said, check this out. And I'm speaking to my plus size baddies. This woman said that when a man is not financially confident, they date big girls. Let me take a sip. The woman said that when a man is not financially confident, they date big girls. Now, she was a model type, it's giving Instagram baddie. It's giving all of that. And it was a horrible generalized statement. And I'm hating it because I don't understand people that cannot get it out of their mind that people have different preferences, right? They have different preferences. So dating a woman that is a full-figured woman does not mean that this man is down bad. Because let me tell you something. I've been a plus size voluptuous woman since I can remember. Even when we were in grammar school and all of that other stuff, I always had a little bit more or whatever the case is. But let me tell you one thing that MzMetchi never did. And Kimberly is one of my oldest friends that is on this live right now. And because she knew me before I was married. I never dated a broke. I never dated a brokey or a dusty. Never. I've been big my whole life, baby. Never. No brokies or no dusties. No. I was working 2-3 jobs and going to school or whatever the case is. Baby, you can't just lay up on me. What? What? What is going on? So let me get into these comments real quick because I want to know what y'all think. I think Shorty was tripping. Yes, Whitney, people that only eat chicken tenders and stuff when they go out, I side eye them 100%, and I say it to their face. Kim said that the young lady that made the comments about men when they're not financially confident that they date big girls. I agree with that. It's giving hater. It's giving you mad. I'm just like this. I'm like, well, you know, I know a lot of like my full figure baddies. They're married. They have kids. They have their bills paid. The credit card balance is at 0. So I'm just like, that man must not just like her, but he really love her. Okay. And I'll tell you this, and I know I got a couple family members that's on the live tonight, but we gonna keep it real funky because that's what we do here on the Blueprint Live. Me being a full figure woman has never, I'll keep it cute. It ain't never stopped no action. It has not. It has not stopped that. I get ate up like a damn Toll House cookie. Do you understand? And all of my girls do. Because just because you are a big girl does not mean that you don't deserve all of that. And I'm like, girl, did a big girl steal your man back in the day? Why you so mad? Auntie Tracy said there are some men that truly like big girls. Exactly. There is a guy that I follow. And Kim, I put my girlfriend Kim on too because I don't know about you all. I've probably discussed this before. I like ASMR, which is like, you know, they're pleasing sounds that are good for you. It helps you relax or whatever the case is. And what was I looking for? I was looking for a sound, like just like water or like something where they was doing something with water because that calms me, like hearing stuff like that. I don't know, y'all, I might be a little bit off, but needless to say, I came across this guy on TikTok first, and his name is 6'7", and mind you, if you were to see this particular guy, you know, just you're scrolling on your feed, he, you know, would probably look like that he likes, you know, more like petite girls, Instagram model baddies type of, you know, that type of vibe. But baby, he got popping on social media from talking about his love for full figured women. And I'm not talking about just like only a little bit of weight. I'm talking about these are some bigger girls, like whatever. But he shows so much love and so much adoration for the plus size baddies, and the people love him for it. Okay, like love him for it. And he's got a nice voice too. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you got all the ladies. I'm like, and you like the big girls. And if you looked at him off first rip based off of what society acts like, you wouldn't think that he would that would be his preferred type. But he just like, girl, it's a whole nother dude that's online that I don't never see his videos no more. He used to pop up on the For You page on TikTok. But baby, he like, look, if you under 180, don't even talk to me. Like, oh, again, he's got a basketball player type of build. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that they truly loving the crew. Okay. Whitney said, let me go ask Jamal. No, Jamal just replied. Jamal has entered the chat. Wait a minute. Be your own concept. We ride at dawn. Baby, plus size baddies ride out. Let's go. Amanda said, never ever. She's a big mad hater. Bitter, all of the above. That's what it's giving me. It's just like, sis, who are you really mad at? Like, go to that big girl that probably like that she really actually took your dude, because I'm like, our dudes like us. They love it over here, you know. Whitney says she's salty about something, but don't put us plus size baddies in it. Period. She said we are all married, we are all baddies, we all happy. Sis, I mean, and my whole thing is, I'm like, we all cooking. We all got that. You don't understand that. Baby, they're not ready. That's a blueprint out the dark. Jamal has entered the chat. Okay. He said, I don't think that's true. Men who broke date any female that's going to let them stay. Being a plus size woman doesn't mean anything. Real men like what they like. But broke NIGGAs will still stay with whomever go let them stay, drive their car and eat off them. It's giving baby boy, right? Like it doesn't matter how you look. It matters what it is that you're bringing to the table. You know, I mean, because I tell you what, I saw another video since we're talking about this, and I'll keep it brief. But essentially, the guy was talking about sexual relations, the difference between having that with a woman that's a little bit more petite versus one with, a plus size woman. And he went into great detail. I'll give you a snippet. He said it was the likeness of if you inserted it into like a honey bun. I'm keeping it cute. And they panned the camera to the young lady that he was talking to. Again, a woman that she's super beautiful, right? Like super beautiful. And you could just see the look of disgust on her face because he was expressing his genuine preference at that time. People like who they like. They deal with who they want to deal with. And if a guy is being rotten or he is broke or he needs help, he's a homosexual. And for those that don't know, that's somebody that's dealing with you because they need a place to stay. They're going to do those things anyway. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like. It just matters like what you're able to offer them at that time, right? It has nothing to do with the look. So, Jamal, I completely agree. And that's from a man's perspective. So we're not just talking just the ladies tonight, okay? She said, okay, big purr. Amanda said, I didn't get a ring in 5 months for nothing. Come on now. Okay. I can tell you what this plus size baddie, what this baby, a menace. Understand? I'm gonna go ahead and move it to a break. Those are this week's hated and loved. But that one particularly irritated me because it's just like, you know what? For one, as girls, we got to stand together, right? So we should all be at a combat of trying to get away from the brokes and the dusties and encouraging them to be better individuals, right? But don't just say that the broken dusty man is coming our way because you mad, because that ain't cute. Okay. Jamal added homosexual only stand because you got something to offer, which is a place to stay. Bingo. Now look, I do have to take a quick break. When I come back, I have a what would you do that this one is kind of wild. It really, really is. What I want you all to do for me, if you can, drop your business in the comments while we take this quick break. I want to take an opportunity to just go ahead and shout out anybody that is on here. You're a business owner. You have a book. You have an event coming up. Drop the links in the comments. And when we come back, we got to get into this wild ass. What would you do, baby? Because I'm telling you, the city girls is down on this one. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and we got to go ahead and hop into tonight. What would you do? Let me get in these comments and see what y'all talking about over here. She said we need an outfit check too. Oh, hold on. I can do that, but I can't, hold on. This is the outfit. I put on my leather tonight. Whitney always, she be trying to see that on. You all make sure that y'all check out my good sis Whitney Unplugged with Just Wit, or whatever the case is. I am praying. One of the things that is on my goal list for 2024 is to be a guest. I want y'all to make sure for all my mommies that are tuning in that you all check out the mommy franchise. Okay, she is going to, did I see recently, sis? I think I did. That you're going to be opening that up for the other mommies. Correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize if I got the information wrong. But, if you're looking for some support, you need coaching, whatever it is that you need, Whitney's got you covered. So let me go ahead and put her website up here real quick. She said, yes, honey, you cute. Thank you, friend. I be trying. It's given. The top is from Shein and the bottom is from 4 Month Mills, baby. I have no shame in my game. If you know how to put a look together, baby, it don't matter where you get your clothes from. Okay, let me go ahead and say that. But my friends have a lot of exciting things going on, so that I'm gonna just add that to the love it. But this particular what would you do tonight? Let me just start it off by saying this, ladies, I want y'all to stop begging. I want y'all to stop begging. Check this out. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna take a sip first, and I think y'all are gonna need it too. Hold on. Whitney just confirmed that the membership opens in January, okay? And Bible study. Baby, they have retreats, treats, all types of stuff. Get in tune, okay? But tonight's what would you do? She said, this gentleman, this was an anonymous post, and I saw this and I was just like, this is happening too much. I've been dating this lady since October, and yesterday she asked for $1,000 to go towards her kids' Christmas gifts. I told her that I can give her $500. She got an attitude and said that she didn't see why I couldn't give her what she asked for. She has 2 boys, both 10 and 7. And from my standpoint, I don't have to give them anything. My question is, at what point does a man start helping a woman financially? We've been dating for only 2 months, and I'm not about to buy her kids Christmas. I'll help, but that's it. Help. She gets child support, plus their dad is in their life, and he gets them every weekend. Do women actually expect their boyfriend to financially lighten their load after just 2 months of dating? I can afford it, but it's not my place right now. What would you do? Stop begging. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Whitney said $1K for Christmas gifts, baby. What is she getting? Y'all just started dating. She said, here you go. I'm not ready. No, get ready for this one, sis. She's absolutely trying to use him. This is the thing. I want to get some feedback from those that are parents, okay? Because I am not a parent. I can only speak to what I would do in the situation. If I were to have children that were mine, and I'm dating someone that is not my children's father, I would really look at anything that is given. For one, I don't know. I'm a little bit more of a prideful woman. I've just started recently asking for help, to be clear, which, we'll talk about that later on with the topic of the night. But if they're my children, they're my responsibility. So I would not go and try to bestow that on someone that I've been dating, let alone someone that I've been dating for 2 months. Me personally, I think that he was super generous by saying that he would give her half of that, because I would be like, girl, I don't have nothing for you. I just started seeing you in October. We still in the same season from when I met you. I met you in fall. And now you want me to give you $1,000
towards your kids' Christmas. Not you're asking me for a gift that costs $1,000 for you, the person I'm in a relationship with. Make it make sense. Okay. Jamal, he said he was gonna give her 500 and she was mad. Yeah, bruh, time to leave. Absolutely. I wouldn't give her $50, let alone 500 at that particular point, because my whole thing is that first off, people get away from the meaning of why we even celebrate Christmas in the first place. Okay. I'm like, it's about the birth of Jesus. Let's be clear. Now, it is nice to receive a gift or 2 or 3 or 4, but that ain't what it's made for. It's just not. I would leave. Whitney added he should exit stage left. And I agree. I just feel like that, unfortunately, where society is right now, it's very, some women are just okay with saying, you know, like, hey, I need you to do this for me and all this other stuff. And I'm sorry, you know, I mean, as somebody from the, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, and I don't mean to be explicit, from the good kitty crew. Even me, I'm not going, it's just certain things I'm just not gonna ask, because I'm like, those are my kids. Why would I be asking you for that? Let me get into these comments. Jones Latifa added, I will never ask no more. I will always make a way. My kids will get it. Absolutely. And I could, you know, I can't even say I could see. Even if their father wasn't active or anything like that, I don't know. I just would have a problem with making such a lengthy request. Jamal added, why should he have to be the financial advisor if she gets child support? Dad in their life and they've only been dating for 2 months. She wants to use him because something doesn't sound right. I agree. It's just all of it is really, really off. And it's giving real like city girl. Kim said, run, buddy, run. Okay, condom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Auntie Freedom entered the chat. She said, I've never in the history of ever asked, implied, or anything of that nature from anyone. Male Aunt Bird asked anyone to help when I was raising my son. Gone, lady. And she chucked the deuces. Well, Auntie Frida, you know what? You know, we built a little bit different. We a little harder in the paint. We won't ask for help for stuff that's needed. Like we, you know, I've been trying to get my auntie out of that, because she a thug for real. Like y'all thought I was thugging. She the real thug. But for real, that would just be so difficult for me. Like I just started seeing you. I don't feel comfortable asking you for something like that. That's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. It really is. Whitney added, and the daddy is around. She gonna use that money for a wig or something. Bet you she come with the 30-inch bust down with the install. She gonna be at the steakhouse like, yeah, you know, girl. And I got $1,000 from him. I got $1,000. A bum. Because please don't think that women can't be bums too. I'm sorry. I don't want nobody to get mad with me tonight, but let's just have a real conversation. At 2 months, you should not feel comfortable for nothing like that. Now, my whole thing is this. Okay, you seeing a guy, you know what I'm saying? Something happened, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that man, like, if that man is like, you know, y'all laid up, you know, y'all doing whatever the case is, and you know, you might run into a situation. You a little short. Okay. Use it for some things that you need. But baby, for Christmas, if you don't have the money to get all of the gifts or whatever the case is, you need to lower your expectations. Because understand, I mean, I don't have kids, but I can speak for being a child, and I can remember when it was just like this. Mom and dad, they like, hey, bae. We would always get clothes. We would always get some of the things that we need. And then they're just like, you could pick out 1 to 2 to 3 different things that will get you outside of the stuff that you need to have. You know, whether it's pajamas or a coat or scarf and gloves, you know, whatever it was. So things change because naturally, you know, when my parents, they had different things. There were different financial situations or whatever the case is. Or it was just like, y'all old as hell and don't need all of them gifts. Like, okay, whatever it was, they set the expectation. So the problem is like, if you are going to go into debt for Christmas and you don't have it, grow up. Stop being a bum. I'm done. This one annoyed me. Jones Latifah added, Whitney, for real. She trying to be slick. She definitely wants a wig, y'all. It's given I'm finna ball out on Shein. Whitney said 2 months in, you not even meeting my family. Baby, he shouldn't have even met the boys, let alone be providing $1,000 for gifts. Moving on. Yes, girl, she got a Shein cart she need to clear out, baby. Because do you know the other day I went and I was like, let me just check everything that's in my Shein cart and just see how much it costs. Because I fill it up until they be like, you can't put another item in this cart at all. I'm like, this ain't a wish list. I'm gonna buy this one day. It was about $1,200. $1,200. Yeah, she trying to clear that Shein cart out. 10 and 7, I need to see the list. It's probably some Gucci on it or something. It's giving PlayStation, Whitney. It's giving Xbox. It's giving virtual reality. Okay. Yeah. David, watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Shout out to Cedar Hill, Texas. Come on now. Jones Latifah added, period. Get your ass up. He's not responsible for your kids. Get your life together. Slick ass. I agree with that 100%. Go off. David said, true story. I just brought my wife an Instapot and she is so happy she already started cooking in it. Yeah, it's like, it's the little things. And it's just like, these women are so bold. They don't even allow a man to like offer to do some stuff. Like, this is the thing. If he see you trying to make some stuff happen and God puts it on his heart to be able to do that, he still said that he was going to give her $500. Let's be clear. He said he was going to give her $500. She wants the full $1,000 and has an attitude about it. I'm like, baby, you're basically selling your boontang anyway. You better go sell it to somebody else. Yeah, Whitney, ma'am, they won't let you add nothing else to the list. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They won't let me add nothing else to my cart sometimes on Shein if I have too many items in there. I go in and I'll just save little stuff. I'm like, I'll get it. Baby, girl, USPS run through my house. Let me be clear. Kim said it's given she's lying. That's not for the Baldwin Kids podcast. You silly. She got kitty for sale. And my whole thing is, I'm just like, girl, you ain't even trying to offer no Black Friday race. You just coming straight out with the $1,000. $1,000 for Christmas? For a 10 and 7-year-old? Whitney, yes, I know you laughing, but since they have me pressed. David said, oh no, she lost her mind. She definitely lost her mind. She definitely did. Like, girl, go sell the boontang. You're selling it anyway, but you actually trying to sell it to a dude that like you. And my whole thing is just like, hey, if somebody is offering to at least do, at least give you something that they don't have to give you, I need you to practice a little bit of gratitude. Somebody hand that girl a scrunchie. If you know, you know. Wendy said it's on the lost not found box. You okay. In this situation, because we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up because we got to get into what's happening, what's up, and get into the topic. I am gonna go ahead and say that I agree with what you all were saying earlier in the conversation. He needs to run for the hills. This is somebody that is showing traits of being fiscally irresponsible. Someone that's a beggar, okay, and someone that is not setting realistic boundaries when it comes to different things in life or whatever the case is. And it's also someone that is ungrateful. And if you've never dealt with someone or been in a relationship or giving your boontang to someone that is giving it to the ungrateful, it's not a good feeling at all. I admire her boldness of being able to, I guess, ask for help. she's a beggar as far as I'm concerned. Because my whole thing is like, you take care of your own responsibilities. Now, I can see if this was your fiance, this is your husband, and these are maybe not his children. You're just like, hey, you know what? Is it at all possible? Yeah, certain requests that you can make, but 2 months is. I'm just gonna say, Kim said hair tied down. Get this girl a scrunchie and send her to the block where she belongs. Okay. Jones Latifah said she better go sell one of the televisions to the pawn shop. Okay. Or that boontang. Sell something. David said, and my wife got some of Lizzo's clothing line, Liddy. She love it, y'all. See, that's the thing. Like, we're not coming for big stuff like that. You know, I knew of a situation back in the day, and I won't put this on blast, but they were literally going to break up with their significant other if they did not get a designer bag. And I just remember me and Anthony was like, oh my goodness. And I mean, at this time, he had bought me. Oh, me and Anthony was struggling back then. Jesus, we finna bring it back. Let's bring it back. I had told him, so this was right when I was starting to like really go downtown like that, and I was working, and I was so excited because he had, it was like sweetest thing, it was something, and he came back and he had like these two, it was like a Steve Madden bag, and then it was like 2 other bags, and like some perfume and all this other stuff. And I was just so happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got all these bags. And he's like, go crazy, go crazy. And I just remember this person was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I would die. Like, I told him that he needed to get me this bag. And if he didn't get me this bag, we was going to break up. And here I was happy with my little Steve Madden bag that probably came from City Trends, honey. Okay. I was mad. I mean, I was happy. But they were like talking crazy, and they, you know, talking crazy to me. Y'all be getting too wrapped up over money and materialistic stuff. And my whole thing is, don't ask nobody else for something that you can't give yourself. Because please believe, if I go and ask for something that's $1,000 or something more, you better know that I got it in my bag. I got it in my account. Okay? I'm not going to ask you for nothing I can't provide. I'm even my own husband. I wouldn't go and ask him for something that's extremely lavish if I couldn't go and swipe for it for myself. Stop being a bum. Don't date a bum. Bums are not just guys. Women can be bums too. Even women with kids. Sorry, y'all, but it's true. Girl, go sell that bones hang and get out that man. Let that man go and take his 500 and go somewhere else. I'm gonna leave that on that. Okay, y'all need to stop. These ladies are getting off the chain. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. That's what I'm saying. Girl, the women could be bums too. That's all I'm saying, auntie. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break, and when I come back, we're gonna hop into tonight. What's happening? What's up? It's been a lot of craziness in the streets, and I think we need to get in tune.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and I think it's a good time to go ahead and talk about what's happening and what's up in the streets. What y'all talking about in these comments? Y'all still talking about that? David said, that's right. It's the small things that count. David over there, he done hooked his wife up with an Instapot and some Yeti. That sounds like a good-ass Christmas to me. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Moving along. Okay, where are all my people that eat Quaker Oats? So look, y'all, they cereal bars and their cereal has been recalled because it contains salmonella. So if you have that in your cupboard right now, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make it do what it do. Okay, moving along. So something that happened this week and it caught me off guard. You all know we've been following the Jonathan Majors case on the Blueprint Live, and so when I was out last week, I saw the video where he literally was a runner and a track star. Did y'all see Jonathan Majors on that video running? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna start laughing. Y'all know I be having laugh attacks. Baby, I watched that video. That man sprinted from Jerusalem to Ohio, baby. Was running from this crazed woman. We don't even have to say allegedly, baby. The video already showed that man was running for his life. Okay, but he did end up end up getting charged with the assault and the harassment conviction. So of course all of that is unfortunate. I mean, you know what, it's one of those situations, y'all, where and couples fight, right? Now, one thing I will say, I tell you what, me and Anthony, we 13 years, baby, we done had some fights over the years, like just, like full blown. We like, oh my gosh, not physical. Let me be clear. But if Anthony was to ever decide to take off running the way that Jonathan Majors did on the video that I saw personally, baby, I'm not chasing you. She almost, do y'all know that woman almost got hit by a car on that video? She darted out into the middle of the street. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I was like, this is too much. Well, unfortunately, since he was convicted for some of those charges, he did get dropped by Marvel Studios. You all know that he had a pretty major role within the franchise. And they dropped him, y'all. His life is literally going to sugar honey iced tea. It was a little bit too much. Let me get into this comment. Whitney, the way he was running had me tickled. I'm definitely not chasing Jamal, baby. The only time you're gonna catch me running out here in these streets, it has to be something chasing me, like a dog, an animal, a monster, an alien, something. It has to be something where I am in imminent danger. I'm in danger. She took off after that man. I was like, baby, if she caught up to him, she was about to lay hands, because it ain't nothing like you got to chase somebody to inflict some type of harm. Baby, it couldn't be me. I would have been like, meet me back at the house when you finish with this buffoonery that you're doing. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. No. She said, run, Forrest, run. Whitney also added she needs to be convicted and Marvel is trash for that. Yeah, I don't really like the mass cancellation of stuff. And my whole thing is, if they were going to do that, they should have done it a long time ago. It's like, just be done. Just be done with it. Moving on. I'm just gonna move on. I agree with that. So I don't know if y'all listen to Nicki Minaj's new album or whatever the case is, but she literally, y'all, she hit #1 for the 3rd time with the Pink Friday 2. And let me say this, I enjoyed the album. I enjoyed, as much as Nicki Minaj sometimes that people try to make her out to be like super problematic and all of those other things. I love her as an artist. I love her versatility. She is still that girl in my eyes, and I was happy to see her get a win, because I feel like that after she had her son, a lot of people was trying to count Nicki Minaj out, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. Hey Chanel, she said that new Nicki, I'm loving Nicki's new album. I mean, it was a great project. For me, I like the song. I like the gospel song that she had. I literally was sitting up here. When I listened to it for the first time, that song brought tears to my eyes for real. And now let me be clear. Yes, MzMetchi was a little. She was a little PMSy or whatever the case is. I get a little emotional around that time. Okay. But when I heard the song, I was just like, this is a beautiful song. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful project. I felt like it was super reflective and I like to see it. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj. She bagged her third #1 album with Pink Friday 2. And baby, look, come out with some more perfume, sis. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Now, a story that had me a little bit perturbed this week. It was a lot. It was a lot. Oh, Chanel said, agreed, Mitch. I like most of the features. She did a great job. Like this, it was a solid project, sis. Like it's on my playlist. It's on my playlist. But this next story, y'all know who Christian Keys is? Do y'all know who he is? Christian Keys, fine, y'all. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. He revealed that he was sexually harassed by a powerful man in Hollywood. Now, they have not released the details of who this powerful man in Hollywood was, but I was completely shocked. And I think the thing that shocked me the most was the shaming that people were doing because he was sharing his story. We as a society have to stop shaming people when they tell their story, especially when it's surrounding sexual harassment or sexual assault. It can happen to men too. It can happen to men too. Even men like Christian Keys, who, if you looked at him on screen, because I don't know, y'all remember him on Zane's Chronicles? Oh, okay, yeah. Even men like him. I think the one that shocked me the most in the past was when Terry Crews came out and said that he had also run into some things as far as that was weird in the Holly weird type of space. It happens to men too. And I was just completely shocked at like the reception of him sharing his story. And I hope that whoever it is, I'm like, blast them. Put them out, put it out there. People need to know when they're dealing with people that are monsters out here, whether if you're a man or a woman, because it can happen to anybody. And I'm gonna leave that at that. Okay. Jones Latifah said, OMG, that's sad. I'm shocked. I was too. I was definitely shocked. It was too much. Chanel said, not Zane's Chronicles. You took it back, sis. I enjoyed that brief series. And did. And did. I enjoyed it too, sis. They had a lot of eye candy up in there. And and I tell you what, my mama would be, she would just be not too happy with me. But baby, I used to read Zane. I used to read all of that stuff. Wasn't supposed to be reading back in the day. I'm testing my reading skills. This is far beyond when they were still giving out passes for Pizza Hut. Okay, so understand, I was still reading it. I was a little bit of age, but I definitely shouldn't have been reading that. I needed to be somewhere reading Harry Potter or something. I'm over here talking, Zane talking about how they was on the pool table, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When he said yes, I forgot Terry Crews said that. Yeah, it got brushed under the rug. Lynn added, yes, I saw that about Christian. You do know who they are pointing fingers at quietly, right? No, cuz tell me. Girl, they ain't got you in trouble. Sis, me too. It was me too. You are not alone in that journey. We had no business reading that. Girl, we was fast, honey. We fast. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. So Wayne Brady says that he's been receiving a lot of positive messages and feedback since coming out as pansexual. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that he was pansexual? So to be clear, pansexual is the romantic, emotional, and sexual attraction to people regardless of their gender. Because I was just like, it's different like subgroups and everything. And for me, I was trying to like understand like different things, because for me, I'm very big on trying to make sure that I am addressing people the way that they want to be addressed, and just making sure that I don't offend anyone. So when I saw the story and that he had came out, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh wait, girl, not TP. No, I'm letting me take this off the screen. Jesus, we got to regroup that. Oh, are y'all for real? Okay. Something is wrong with that. That's horrible. Oh, y'all, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So a former Facebook diversity executive, her name is Barbara Furlow Smiles. Y'all, do y'all know she took $4 million from Facebook? She embezzled $4 million. $4 million. Yeah, if y'all wondering, it's a black woman. I know. Yeah. Barbara, this is Shirley. Do you still got some of that $4 million? Chanel said rumors are either TP or TDJ. Wow. Y'all have blown my mind today. I don't even know why I never even thought that. I don't know. Chanel said, tell that CEO sis to teach me the game. Girl, she got $4 million from Facebook, child. $4 million. 4 of them. Lynn, yes. So, because TDJ has been in the news. They are saying that in light of the stuff that had been going on allegedly with Diddy, that he was wrapped up in that too. They said he's about to come under a lot of fire. That's been like the word that's been going around. And this is, why can't people just it's like, be into whatever you're going to be into, but stop violating people. Like if you like the same sex, do you. Nobody's upset at you. Moving along. Last 2 stories for tonight. Did you all know, I just had found out a couple months ago that we had a casino that's literally not too far from where I work in the downtown area called Bally's. Y'all, they about to be open for 24 hours now. Because every time I would pass by there, I'm like, what's going on in there? They look like they're closed. Well, next week, they're going to be open 24 hours. So for all of the gamblers, honey, for all of the ones that's not, y'all like to go and y'all like to sit at the slot machines and do stuff like that, y'all need to do it. Me personally, I'm gonna get with Taco so that I can give me a little sports bet going on. I'm like, baby, I don't know nothing about anything except for the fact that I root for all the Chicago teams. I won't be placing no money on them. But yeah, if you want to go and gamble, Bally's is gonna be open next week. And of course, this was something that, where are all my people that like to indulge in a little bit of the sticky to the icky, honey? Well, California employees are soon going to officially have protections from any type of discrimination based on their use of cannabis or marijuana while off the clock and away from the workplace. Okay. So, they're not going to be able to have it held against them if they have a little bit of the sticky to the icky. And I don't know about y'all, but I think that's a good thing. That's all I have for you all tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Again, I have to take a really quick break because y'all know we have to have a word from our sponsors, honey. But when I come back, we're going to be getting into tonight's topic of what lessons did you learn in 2023? This is my last show for 2023, and I'm super excited that, it's been lit tonight. The conversation has been off the chain, but I really want to know what lessons have y'all learned? Because I know I got a few, and I actually listed them out for y'all, and we're going to talk about it when I come right back. All right.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Let's hop into our topic of the night. Okay, and let's just get into it real quick. What lessons did you learn in 2023? With this being the last show for the year, honey, it's certainly not going to be the last for the lifetime as long as I am here and I'm still kicking and still breathing. However, I went back and forth on if I wanted to do what lessons did we learn or did we want to do resolutions? And this is the thing. I know a lot of you all, we are constantly trying to reach goals daily, all the time. Okay. And I know that that's personally the case for me. So I feel that it's only right to talk about the things and how we grew from this year. So I wanted to share a few different lessons that I personally learned, and I welcome you all to put yours in the comments for those that are tuning in on our Facebook and YouTube live feed off of the Blueprint Media Company page. Jump in. I want to know what are some things that you all learned this year too, because I talked about it in the Hate It and Love It segment of the show, how this year has been a great year, but it's also been a very challenging one too. So there were a few lessons that I pulled, and I'm not gonna say them in any particular order, but one of the biggest things that was very prevalent to me this year with my journey of what I was going through with fertility, everything was my timing is not God's timing. And God is, not that I didn't know, let me be clear. We know, of course, that God is in control because y'all know we praise the Lord over here. I respect everybody who they praise, but I'm talking about God, okay? Not the universe, not Buddha, not that. I'm talking about Jesus Jermaine Christ. Yes, I gave Jesus the middle name respectfully. He knows my heart. But my lesson that I learned was that it is truly in his timing. And while it may not be in alignment with what it is that I'm thinking, those things are still on the way, right? Even down to outside of the fertility stuff, when I was trying to get things together as far as just for different projects that I wanted to do for the Blueprint and expanding my business as far as the things that I was doing, I was always so afraid, like, is it not the right time? But God had been consistently showing me that it was time. I mean, I picked up even different sectors within my business and that I never thought that I would be doing before. Like I like manage talent, like so many different things that people don't even know that I do. That I was afraid to move on because I felt like, is it the right time? But his timing is always perfect. Always perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and say that was the number one lesson for me. I'm thankful that he spared me with a lot of things. I mean, when I think back, I think the scariest thing when I think back on my situation, which I've been super transparent about it on the show with you all, as far as just with fertility and what happened when I had to have surgery and all of these different discoveries, it was, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, what? I'm like, you positioned me to do something, and I found myself being really, really afraid. Y'all, this thing is going crazy. Please hold, because I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I found that this year I had to do it. I had to do a lot of things while I was afraid, right? I was so afraid of different things that were coming up. I'm like, what is going on? I don't understand. Do it scared anyway. That was a lesson. That was a lesson I think that a lot of us could relate to. I want to get into a comment really quick. Okay, Latifah, she said, I learned to love every single thing about my body, to be proud of what I overcame, from domestic violence to insecurities, but now it only made me stronger, wiser, and fabulous. Yes, baby, because you are so fabulous. I'm blessed and looking forward to greater things to happen in the upcoming year. Absolutely. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's go there, because I love what you said. Learning to love every single thing about your body. So earlier when I did have my surgery, naturally, they had to go through my belly, and marks. I'm still marked up like the subway in Harlem. I can joke about it now, but I can remember right after that happened, I was just like, oh my gosh. There was just times where I would like look at myself. I'm like, okay, I know I'm a baddie, but I didn't really feel that, right? But I had to reframe my thinking about what I was feeling as far as how I looked when I looked at myself, because I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, these my war wounds. And not saying that like, because y'all know one thing I will tell y'all, MzMetchi is nobody's victim. I'm nobody's victim. But there was victory, because I recognized that my situation could have been a lot more grave than what it was, right? So I had to learn how to look at my scars, literally look at my actual scars and be like, you know what? That is a testament for not only what you went through, but what you overcame. As far as that's concerned, it was a those marks represent you moving towards healing for something that you didn't even know that you were battling. Like, I don't know if I have any of my endo warriors that are tuning in or that will tune in at a certain type of point. But baby, if you don't have that particular illness, when you finally find out what the heck is going on with you, it makes sense of all of the things that you have gone through over the years. Because it is one of those illnesses that they literally can't identify it until they are inside, baby. Inside. I had to learn how to look at my body like, oh, okay, girl, no. We're not going to be sad about that. We're not going to be upset. We not just going to ignore the fact that you got it. You got to embrace that. So I love it. And baby, you are going to be super fabulous. Super fabulous. Chanel said, I've learned a few things in 2023. I'm going to bet on myself every time. Yes. Despite everything I've experienced this year, the triumph can't be bad without the struggle. And I made it. Come on now. Come on now. Yes. Whitney said, I learned to roll with the punches and live in the moment. 2023 was transformational for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, honey, it's marked up like the subway in Harlem. I meant what I said. He added, but you're beautiful inside and out, queen. Been watching you and admire the person and pray you get everything you manifest. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Like, and you've definitely been in tune with me or whatever the case is. I love y'all. I love y'all. For real. Yes. Whitney, I do be keeping it 100. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm like, look, baby, look, you know what you getting over here. It's hips, dips, curves, and words over here. Let's do it. Now, one thing that I had to learn to ask for this year, with everything that I did have going on, was to ask for help. I said it earlier in the show. It was difficult for me to ask for help. It's difficult for me, as crazy as it is, as much as people, my friends and people know I am like the go-to person. And I'm like this. I'm like, are we pulling up? Do I need a ski mask? Like, what are we doing? Like, we gonna jump them? We finna handle this business. Do I need a pen and a pad? I do all that other stuff. But you all wouldn't believe that it is very, very difficult for me to ask for help. Earlier this year humbled me where I had no other choice. And I'm not just talking about help like, oh, can you move this? Can you do that? But there has been times that I've called my friends. I'm like, can you pray for me? And I'm just asking, I'm like, can you pray for me? Yes, I'm being a little selfish. I need to be prayed for today. Or I need a friend. I need something. That was very difficult for me. But the lesson that I learned with that was that as much as I felt like that I was that go-to person for people, I did actually have people in my life, a whole tribe of people that were there, and they were willing to be there for me too and to help me. Some without even asking, but some as soon as the request was made or if I needed anything, they were right there by my side. I learned to be more vulnerable because it's very, we're all programmed a certain type of way. And for me, and I don't want y'all to take this and be like, oh, her parents was like this. Because when I tell you my parents was the realest, they was the truth. But my parents were also soldiers. I be telling y'all, I'm like, they was the real thugs. But for some reason I would equate being vulnerable and being transparent. I would equate that to weakness. And I recognized that in me sharing my story and me sharing the things that was going on. And when people were actually asking me, was I okay? And I might have had just been crying earlier that day because I'm sad or I'm scared or whatever it was, being transparent, it helped me, and it helped me and it helped other people too, because then they would tell me their stories, right? Like being vulnerable, you do actually have people in your corner, and that was a lesson that I learned. Lynn added, I learned and realized that I am important and stop putting everything, family, work, etc., before my own joy and happiness. Come on now. Come on. Whitney said, yes, I loved your transparency and vulnerability this year, sis. Ooh, girl, you know that this is... And Whitney know, this was different for me. I never would have come out and been as transparent about the things that I have been going through. Y'all would have never known. Never known. I had never cried on my show. So many things that I didn't do that I was just like, you know what? People have to understand. Like I had one of my mentors, bless his heart, Darren Brown. He told me, and I'll never forget this. He told me that I needed to stop being like he was like, you have commercialized your brand, which is good, but people still need to know who you are as a person. They need to know that you're relatable. And it was one of the realest pieces of advice that he gave me. And when I tell you all, just a little series that I did documenting my surgery and documenting what had happened to me earlier this year, and even where I am now, because baby, the story is still being written. I had so many women that reached out to me from different places. I have a whole a doctor based out of Australia that I met off of TikTok. Literally, like this is a real thing that she's just like her specialty is dealing with women that have endometriosis, that have infertility, that have all of these different things, all because I shared my story. And I was so afraid to do that. I didn't want anybody to know that I'm just like this. I'm struggling, So thank you, sis, because that was certainly a lesson that I had to learn, that there's power in sharing your testimony and being real, raw and uncut, and not commercializing it, but being real. The biggest thing, and I'm going to go ahead and credit my Auntie Tracy for this one. This last one for me, the big lesson was to tell your truth always. Never sit in yourself and not share your truth. You don't have to do that. Tell your truth. The people that love you and the people that rock with you are going to love you anyway, even if you say something that may not be favorable. So you owe it to yourself to do right by yourself and to speak your truth at all times, whether if it's in the workplace, your relationship, okay, within your friendships, you're out on the street, you have a podcast, you write a book, whatever it is, you have a right and a duty to share your truth because it's yours. Okay. And that's the lesson that I want to leave you all with. This year, Whitney, you said it best, that it has been transformational. It has. And I think that some of the doors and the things and the avenues that have opened up for all of us next year is going to be very, very prosperous. Very, very prosperous. So I think that's a good spot to end it. And I've got a really, really good quote of the night, but I've just got to pay one last bill. And when I come back, we're going to hop into it. Be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Y'all saw me grooving. I had to groove real quick. Let's go ahead and hop into the quote of the night. And I felt like that this one was just perfect for tonight's conversation. So listen up. In this new year, I hope you live louder. I hope you laugh more. I hope you sing at the top of your lungs. I hope you drive with the windows down and let the wind rustle through your hair. I hope you hug. I hope you kiss. I hope you surround yourself with people who make you feel alive. I hope you become the type of person that brings good energy wherever you go and the type of person that people want to be around. I hope you speak what's on your mind, that you raise your voice for injustice, and that you tell others that you love them instead of waiting until it's too late. I hope you live louder, shine brighter. This is your year. I don't know who that's for. It's for me too. Heavy on the letting the wind go through the hair, because baby, I don't like for my wig to be blowing every which way. So I'm gonna try to incorporate a little bit of that. But next year we are living louder. No more having to be quiet. No more being afraid. Like for me, I'm as humble as they come, but I'm gonna start popping my ish. Understand? I already be doing that, but I'm gonna pop it a little bit harder. Okay, starting with, because I don't know if y'all know, my 5-year anniversary is next month, next month, and I'm starting it off at the Black and Gold party, baby. We outside. I don't care if it's the wintertime, baby. MzMetchi gonna be up in her fur with her black and gold on, baby. We having a good time. But we are going to live louder. You don't have to be quiet. Your wins, you don't have to keep those to yourself. Who gives a damn? It's haters, it's people everywhere, it's bums. We talked about that. But this year we are living louder. We are stepping fully into our purpose. Understand that that's what we're doing in 2024. So this is the thing. Make your resolutions and put those resolutions to wherever you need them to be or whatever the case is, because 2024 is the year of living louder and it's the year of execution. It's time to execute everything that you have to do. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So let me get into these comments before I let y'all go. Whitney said, cheers to greater. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Chanel added, fantastic show again, says, beautiful, funny, authentic. We love you and everything the Blueprint Media Company is doing in these media streets. I love you too, sis. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love and for loving on me. And for always offering the good word. I appreciate you, sis. I love you. I love you for forever and a day. Cuz said, happy holidays, cuz, and also to all of your listeners. Yes, happy holidays. Come on now. Auntie Tracy said that message was for her. Happy holidays, y'all. Happy holidays. Latifah, she say it's for her too. Come on now. Auntie Tracy, love on your family now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Period, Pooh. Come on now. Whitney, oh, I know you finna slay, sis. My dress that I have for the Black and Gold party is so main character energy. It is. I'm gonna do like the 30-inch bust down. I'm doing it. I'm popping all the way out. 5 years. If y'all knew my story, for real, because I kept a lot of things. You know how you have those things that happen, and in life and in your business or whatever, those setbacks. So you have people around you, you think y'all swimming on the boat together, baby. They poking holes in it. I've had it during my time. So I'm definitely popping. I'm popping all next year, especially for my 5 year. Especially for my 5 years. I'm gonna slay. She said, I need to see it. I got you, sis. I got you. Kim said, if you rocking, I'm rolling all 2024. I love you, boo. Sis, I love you back. Like, let me tell you, Kim. My Kimberly, Jesus Jermaine Christ. Take a lot of pictures. I got you. I got y'all. If you haven't already, make sure that you all are following me on all platforms. Just type in at the BP Media Co. and I'll pop right up. And of course, making sure that you follow my personal brand page, MzMetchi. I'll have all of the updates for joining me for the Black and Gold party. I got my own little area. All my people gonna be in the building. Okay, so if you can pop out, you come outside, put your Black and Gold on and come outside. Okay. Make sure you're following me. Sign up for any updates. So if you're looking to advertise with me, all you got to do is visit the bpmediaco.com and sign up for the email list so that you can be, I want you to be in line as far as doing all of that and getting it together. Next year, I'm looking forward to bringing you all the who's who again. Okay. Because this year was off the chain. But I'm looking to definitely bring you all more influential people that you all need to connect with. And of course, having some of my friends on the show come back. Whitney's been on the show, Be Your Own Kind, all this other stuff. I'm trying to get Kim to come over here and come and record with me because the conversations we have that we always have, baby, y'all need to see it. Y'all need to hear it. Okay. That's what y'all need to do. I've got to thank my special guest, Taco, for joining me tonight. Shout out to Taco. If you all are interested in going to his New Year's Eve party, make sure that you all visit tacomusicofficial.com to purchase your tickets. Again, he, from what he described, baby, they're going to have a time that night. So I want you all to be in the building to support. And of course, shout out to all my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. My radio partners, Fluent Radio, Mixed Talk Media, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indy 101.5. And of course, I have to shout out my amazing partners, okay? Be Your Own Kind, baby. Be Your Own Kind was in the building tonight. And as well as ZWTT and The Marketing Mogul, okay? And where will we be without our sponsors? Fiya Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and of course, Paris Ice Bar, okay? I look forward to opening the show back at the top of January. I hope that you all have a blessed Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate, whatever it is. And I hope that you are safe and you are loved. And I hope that you end 2023 with the inspiration to live louder for next year. Okay. I love y'all so much. And until next time, bye.